Welcome back, everyone. Our intrepid explorer is back for day 3 of his Alaskan adventure. You know, I'm kind of worried about Adam. Eyes are bloodshot. I think the fact that he won't zip up his coat, keeps the windows down at all times, he's really trying to succumb to the elements. You know, Adam, take care of yourself.
It's brisk. I should probably roll this window up. I'll be heading over to Whittier, Alaska, if I can get over there through the tunnel that is part train tunnel, part car tunnel. It's going to be interesting. Get over to that secluded little town, and then from there, going to be heading back out of there and then southward to Seward, I believe that's how you pronounce the town. And I'm going to be going there this evening and got a hotel, some accommodations there. I'm inviting you to join me. The sun's about to rise. It's another day. Join me, shall you? And there's quite a bit of snow and ice on the ground.
That is going to be kind of the theme of the episode here. A lot of you so expertly pointed out that Adam, that we would make it about 3 days before he started complaining. And I don't want to be too harsh. It's not really complaining so much as stating the obvious, but he states the obvious a lot in this video. A lot.
Snow does not bother me. It's also snowy most of the day. All right, snowing now. Now keep in mind, this is early November. It gets a lot snowier, but there is definitely a lot of snow up there. Get back in the car. Look up here. That is snow. Yeah, the snow is definitely coming down now. Are you cold, bird? Are you cold? Yeah, back in the car, bird. Getting out of the elements. Oh, snowfall. Something very beautiful about snow.
And even in Alaska, in this awesome place, he kind of drifted back into the whole 192 situation of pointing a camera and reading what's in front of him.
Beluga whales, dangerous waters and mud flats. Girdwood, Alaska. There's the sign. Showing a bunch of flowers on the sign. Not a bountiful amount of foliage out right now. The flower persuasion. A little bakery over here. Pharmacy. Little shops and things. Next traffic release. Prince William Sound, Whittier. The U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Station. District 17, a little train car there. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. Here we go, celebrating 35 years in Whittier, the store. Now, if you have an axe to grind, do it here. Have ice cream, things like that. Sweet Darlings, Browns and Hawkins. All right, that's pretty cool. The Liberty Theater there. There's a fish on top of that light pole.
All that's missing is a reinforced clown car so Adam wouldn't freeze to death. But as hard-hitting as that was, it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. Why did Adam come to Whittier today? Well, it's to go to the infamous building where the majority of the city's residents live. Very famous, been covered many times, and I'm sure Adam will do it justice. Let's go. So we're getting down to the nitty-gritty. Adam's going to go through one tunnel before he goes to a toll road tunnel, a very long tunnel, that's going to get him to the town of Whittier. But up to this point, there's also something else that Adam has spent a lot of time covering. His OCD tendencies of needing to reinforce that he's doing something unique or he's the only person doing this. We hear this a lot.
The only one on this road. No one else. Again, no one else on the road. No one. I am the only one going to Whittier. So it is a toll road to get through here. All right, let's see what they say up here. I guess I'm gonna guess the mountain I'm going through right there. Stop here and pay toll. $13 was the price. So it's $9.50 now. I cannot go through the tunnel until 10:40. So I gotta wait 50 minutes.
So again, kind of what we've been talking about, you'll hear this a lot, him, kind of the OCDing about the money, about the time that he's going to have to wait.
About 45 to 50 minutes. Gave her 20, she gave me 7 back, $13. She said, no faster than 25 miles per hour, no stopping unless there's an emergency. and I'm gonna be going through right there. It's 10 o'clock right now, 40 minutes.
And this was an even bigger deal because online, Adam had been told that it would be 15-minute wait. 45 to 50 minutes. It's not 15, people. You've got to do better for the woo.
Holy Lord, I'm driving on railroad tracks. Don't need these on. This is bizarre. This is long too. This is like a few miles or more through here. This is not a short tunnel. At least a few miles, possibly more.
So you guys also pointed out correctly that he's kind of playing the Clark Griswold part. He keeps looking back at the camera and is like, what am I doing? He even mentioned that in this video. What am I getting myself into? Well, I would imagine you researched it. You don't just go to Alaska without any sort of plan. This is kind of what gets me about Adam too. All the time in the world to research. I researched for 1 minute about this tunnel and still a half hour later retain the information that I looked up. He says he's not real sure how long it is. It's at least a couple miles. It's 2.6 miles. It's the longest toll road private tunnel. It is able to withstand negative 40-degree temperatures, 150 plus mile per hour winds. See, Adam, how hard is it to remember that?
I think that might be the end up here, but tough to tell. It all looks the same. Wild. Is the light at the end of the tunnel? Do not want to stay on the railroad tracks.
I hope there are Woovians that sit in front of their TV with a pen and paper and are writing down, do not stay on railroad tracks. Thank you, Adam.
Right there. It's basically just one big residence. Everyone lives in there. Neat. Some signs on the door. I don't know what that says. Whittier Army Port Historical District Hodge Building. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. That sign says we're reading it from afar.
And that was it. He showed a couple more angles of the building, and that's it. And you could maybe argue the point that other people have done it better, and they have, and maybe he thought, why do any more? I can't do it any better than these people have. But I tend to think it was just laziness on Adam's part. He doesn't like to plan ahead. He doesn't like to reach out and get permission to do anything. But there have been some really good videos done on the subject. I highly encourage you, if you want to know more about Whittier, Indy, Alaska did a fantastic video on it. Really great video. And then kind of the quintessential video about Whittier was done a couple years ago by Peter Santinello. Really good. You get to see the residents of Whittier. They talk about what it's like to live there, why they're there, their families, the day-to-day. You just get so much more. And again, that type of thing is what's going to be needed from international. If it's just more of this, I don't think you're going to see a bump up to this channel. Adam is still hovering around the 70,000 view. And yes, that's a bump up from what he normally gets, but it's nowhere near virality. It's essentially what the Hawaiian videos did last year, and I don't think he'll view that as a success. And it's certainly not paying the bills of what it's costing to be in Alaska.
So I did not realize this till now. The Great Quake, the world's second greatest recorded earthquake, wreaked havoc on in Turnagain Arm, which is where, I guess this is what this is, on March 27th of 1964.
How would you, Adam? You didn't know how long the tunnel was, much less the history of the Great Quake. Ugh.
Turnagain Arm. Isn't that right, Bird? Is that right? Hitchcock would be cold. Look at this. unaffected by the weather conditions. That is legit. Look at that thing. That is an impressive snowman right there. Little carrot nose and everything. I love it. Dang. Well done. Well done, whoever did that. Oh wow, there used to be a bowling alley in the Buckner building. That's what these chairs are from.
So Adam decides to get him a bite to eat. He got some seafood, finally found a restaurant that was open. I thought he would maybe show us the inside of the restaurant, have a sit-down meal again. Didn't. Again, takes it back to the room. I don't know if he feels weird about filming inside of a local restaurant. Who knows? But he came back and decided to enjoy his halibut. And that was the end of the vlog.
Fish. And I'm eating a fish. See you in the next video. The vlog is over.
So I'm curious to see how this one plays out. He has made it 3 days in. Seems to kind of be getting bored of certain things. Other things he's really excited about and showed some exuberance maybe from some of his early videos. He can't be that Adam anymore. He just can't. And there's a good chunk of the Woovians that will continue to watch because they like the fact he isn't so extroverted. He isn't out talking to people and doing certain, he's his own thing. He's doing his own thing. You feel like you're going on a solo adventure with him. And that's kind of what he's trying to put out there. I know I keep beating a dead horse here. I don't think this is going to translate into international travel. But if anything, Adam has proven to us if he says he's going to do something, he tries to do it. He rarely goes back on that. He may not do it exactly as he said he would. And he has provided himself more outs than ever at year 50 of his life. But I think we'll see at least one international location. But it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the Alaska trip plays out. Does he have some specific things in mind? Was this just kind of a transition day where he didn't have a lot going on? Kind of a weaker video, a little bit more phoned in. But thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great night.